Hey, good evening everyone. Frank Valkyria here in Amsterdam. Welcome to my channel. It's always a pleasure. Tonight I'm just sitting here, wanted to talk to you about YouTube Rewind 2018. I already did a reaction to the video, but after watching a little bit of the stuff and reviews, I feel like wanting to talk a bit about this thing because it's becoming quite controversial. The video is already at 80 million views, but it has like 1.8 million likes and 6 million dislikes. People are really not happy with this thing. And personally, I don't have so much of an issue with it because I just skimmed through it from what I could recognize and mostly what I couldn't recognize, because a lot of the people in the video are people I don't follow or I just know by name, like Lisa, the guy, the girl that she's with, this other guy, vlogger, that I discovered through Casey Neistat, which I recognize here in the video, Marquise Brownie, Will Smith. Well, let's play this thing underneath. We just let it roll just for the fun of it, and we just talk. So you watch something and we talk. Well, for one way, I think people are getting upset personally because they feel, especially the viewers, they feel left out. I mean, if I look at what primarily it's shown in the rewind, mostly we see the bigger names, but also it's questionable because we see the ninja guy, the guy that did the streaming a lot of Fortnite, if I'm not mistaken, Marquise Brownie, and then we see a little bit of a mixture of creators from all around the world, because of course you want to be inclusive and you want to show all the bigger creators from, I don't know, from Spain, from South America, from Italy, from Germany, from England, from Japan, and so on and so forth. But probably I included people which they're not there. But I think people are getting upset because the video feels a little bit like a commercial of itself. What YouTube wants to do in terms of taking a group of selected people and showing and sort of emphasizing more them, forgetting everything else around that actually creates the platform as well. So going for the most mainstream, like K-pop, even though they don't mention the name of the band that it's playing underneath, which is BTS, it's not shown, it's just hinted. I think the song is called Idol, and was a little bit controversial as well because the fan of BTS weren't happy about that, and they sort of boycotted, or telling to boycott this video, because they show like Casey Neistat and other people which they are not K-pop artists apparently, and underneath is playing the song Idol. So that's a little bit controversial. And again, I think it's becoming a little bit self-indulgent and choosing just a select group of people to represent the platform and forgetting everything else, forgetting all the incredible variety of bigger and smaller creators which they make this platform, and also the viewer. There are so many niches. There are so many incredible niches that people watch, and they have so many views that a lot of people just don't feel represented just by those few here. And I think, in all fairness, YouTube should have put a little bit more effort in combining the trends, which I agree with. I mean, if there are some trends like Fortnite and the yodeling kid here and so on and so forth, that's great. You got to put that in, and I have nothing against it. Like Will Smith, it's a big star and is joining the platform because this is where the interest is, you know. Artists which they've been famous for a couple of decades, like a big movie star, they know that this is the interest now. So people and kids, younger generation, I don't even watch TV anymore. I'm always on YouTube or on the internet, you know, and I'm like 42, let alone like younger generation, like 15, 20, 10. They just don't put on the TV. That's where they go. So they know, and they jump into the opportunity. But YouTube is so varied, which that's the reason why it's great. So they should have used the trends, you know. Okay, Kiki, the song that with the dance was very popular last year, Fortnite, and so on. Great, it's all good. But then combine it also a little bit, perhaps, with the more niches, with the more smaller creators, with the viewers. You know, like they do this thing, like okay. They want to be politically correct. They want to be all inclusive. They want to talk about the issues that some of the YouTubers have had over the years. So this year was a big thing, like mental issues, because a lot of YouTubers broke down in front of the cameras, and all, in many respects, I think that's great. I think it's great that there is a chance for vulnerabilities to come out and to share those things, because a lot of times we are isolated as people in general, and we don't feel that we have that chance to just come out of our shell and share all the doubts and fear and anxiety and stress that we have without being stigmatized. So in that respect, I think it's something good that there is some attention brought to that, but at the same time, it's a kind of tricky thing to talk about, because there are so many facets, and not everything is depression and not everything is anxiety. So perhaps it would have been better some things just to leave it out or do it somewhere separately, just focusing on that. You know what I mean? Like to do an inclusive video only about that thing. When you do it like this, a little bit feels a little bit forced and cringy. And when people, like here, you see, like, let's read the comments. And I saw a lot of video where they re-put it on top of the comments, all the things that they were missing. So yeah, I mean, personally, I don't have much of an issue with it, because I didn't know most of the people in the videos anyhow, but I can relate, I can understand why a lot of people got upset. I just wish that YouTube would have paid a little bit more attention to the variety of both creators and viewers which make this platform. I mean, like I said, it feels that they just chose certain creators in purpose to represent the platform. A little bit too forced. And this is probably why a lot of people, they don't feel relating to those YouTubers which they chose to represent the whole platform, and that's why there are so many dislikes. I mean, after all, there is such a great variety of content creators on this platform, really. I mean, this is what makes YouTube wonderful. There's just so many things, and there is a niche for anything and everyone, both to create and to watch, of course. So again, of course, it's always hard to please everyone, but this is a story that is continuing already for a couple of years. Also last year, people were upset about the other rewind, and this year probably this is, from what I read and watch video on, probably the worst so far, and it's going to keep growing like this with a lot of dislikes. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what to think in that respect. I love YouTube. I like YouTube. I'm gonna, of course, keep making content on YouTube, and I just hope that the platform doesn't change, become too corporate, where the platform itself decides to cherry pick just certain individual to invest on. You know, and then through algorithm and other things, sort of pushing away all the effort and the democratic effort that people put in wanting to create a career or have success on this platform. You know what I mean? Like, because as soon as you start to pick up, like, okay, we just pick this guy for tech reviews, we pick this girl for vlogs, we pick this other guy for makeup, we pick this other person for cooking. So you just cherry pick some, and then you put all the effort there, then it's unfair, because what made YouTube great is just dissolving and it's becoming another TV. I hope that that's not the case, and we will continue to see emerging artists coming from nothing and keep growing and being varied. This is the power of YouTube, and we should never give for granted also the interest of people. The same way people have spoken on this video for whatever reason that they cannot feel relating to it with 6 million dislikes. This is something that could happen very easily in the future if people are pissed off too much. You know, they just move. We go finding other ways. And like it happened with MySpace, we should never give it for granted. Things will continue to change. We don't know if YouTube is going to be like this in 5 years, or Facebook, you know, we don't know. We just don't know if it's going to be more popular or less popular. Personally, I hope it's going to keep letting us be democratically expressing ourselves, and that also the European Parliament is not going to pass this Article 13 so that we can keep going. Personally, like I said also in the reaction, I can wait to keep making content, to talk to you, getting better, and see also other artists and other creators emerge. So I look forward to another year at YouTube again. And yeah, let me know your comment, let me know what you think, let me know your ideas, let me know what I missed, and always spread love. And I'll see you tomorrow. You take care.